Oops, I didn't unmute myself. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome, my friends. How is everyone doing? Hello, guys. Welcome to today's live stream. And you guys, we have a lot to talk about today. It's been quite a mess. The turd has hit the fan, y'all, and it's only Monday. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Hi, guys. I'm going to give a few minutes for everyone to show up here. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, Laura, Carol, Happy, Aaron. Hello, guys. So, thanks. First of all, let me say thank you for being here, everyone. I totally appreciate you guys being here today. I hope you all had an incredible weekend. I've been busy getting myself together for my little one's upcoming birthday. However, he's still undecided if he wants a fire truck cake or an ambulance cake, and I'm thinking maybe I might just do both, one on one side and the other on the other. We ain't getting no silly lemon cakes here, guys. This is a real child who wants a real cake. Not that there's anything wrong with lemon cakes, but not for a child. Okay, so I know that's not what you're here to hear about. You don't want to hear about my life and what's going on. So let's talk about what's going on today. And I wanted to first start off this live stream with a story that was circulating a couple days ago. I will get into Harry's court case and him being a no-show a little bit later, but I wanted to catch up on this story that was circulating before I move on to Harry's court case, just to give people enough time to get in and know that they are here. Apparently, I didn't know that when you guys like the video, it tends to make the video circulate farther in YouTube's algorithms, and it lets people know that I'm on live. So I'm going to save Harry's court case story for the second bit. But let me just start here. So, a couple days ago, there was this ridiculous story circulating about our favorite dim-witted couple, and it was about something about Harry and Meghan no longer wanting to slam the royal family. And I yeah, I couldn't stop laughing. This was the article here, you guys. It was an exclusive by The Sun that Harry and Meghan were going to stop the royal bashing, Netflix shows, and tell-alls after a huge backlash. Now, we have heard this before. They have said that they were going to do this before. And I think it was like back in December, their PR put out that once Harry spills the entire spare and has his documentary, and once they've burned all their bridges, now they have decided to finally put a sock in it and shut their traps. I say too little, too late for that. I think this uber pricey and new high end PR agency that Harry's wife has hired for herself, and let's remind each other that it was for herself only. Harry was not part of the deal. But I think this is a lame tactic that they are using to gain some kind of brownie points. And well, I think they think that we are just supposed to forget about their despicable behavior and how they have treated Her Majesty and the other royals. I'm just saying that it looks like I wasn't the only person who was annoyed by this new tactic, because it seems like not only did others call out this BS and say, yeah, it's not happening and too late for that, it looks like one of the Queen's friends was even fed up with the BS. Because it looks like I don't know how truthful this is. I myself, I can't picture one of the Queen's best friends who are probably way up in their age would be reaching out to, say, Tom Sykes, who is a royal correspondent for news for Daily Beast. But this is what he says. He says that one of the Queen's friends dismissed Harry and Meghan's claims to stop spilling on the royal family and said that the couple should have held their peace in the last months of the Queen's life, especially when it was clear that she was nearing the end of her life and was in great physical pain. And as Katie, the artist, says here, they'll shut up when pigs fly. Yeah, I've said this many times. It will either be a day when hell freezes over, or we'll have a better chance of seeing pigs fly than when those two actually putting a sock in it. Right? Hello, Lily. Nice to see you here. But let me get back into this. And so the Queen, this friend of the Queen, told the Daily Beast apparently that for the last years of her life, certainly from when her husband died, the Queen was in a lot of pain, and that was the time for Harry and Meghan to bite their tongue. Instead, they produced this never ending stream of incredibly hurtful films and interviews and attacking her life's work. And for Harry to announce that he was writing a memoir when his grandmother was recently widowed and actually dying herself, he must have known that, well, the level of cruelty definitely takes your breath away. And I definitely agree. Now, you guys, I will include all the links to the articles and everything that I'm using in the description box below if you would like to read it in its entirety. I didn't really want to go through the entire articles. I just thought I would give you a more condensed version of it. So this is what I think. I think that Harry doesn't get enough blame here for what he's done. I feel like a lot of people do blame Meghan for everything that has happened, but we need to remember that Meghan is the catalyst for what happened. She just brought out the real person, the true character of Harry to the surface, and just basically shown the entire world the true person that he is, and not the made up palace PR. Hey, this is the super fun Playboy prince that we all know. Like I said, it was all BS and manufactured PR by the palace. But that's the one thing that I will thank Meghan Markle for. Thank you for exposing Harry for the real jerk that he is, and letting us all know that he's not really this super fun, outgoing, fun guy that we all thought he was, and that he's really a two-faced snake just like her. I should also thank Harry and Meghan for showing us that all charities are basically funds for rich folks to line their own pockets with the benefits that they can take and use for themselves, and instead just give a small percentage away to charity. But anyways, I've gone totally left here. So I wanted to give my opinion on how Harry and Meghan treated the Queen. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, that I will never forgive Harry and Meghan for allowing Her Majesty, the Queen, and Prince Philip to go to their graves thinking that the world thought of them as a couple of callous racists. We all know that Harry's wife has no respect for women, despite calling herself a feminist and a fighter for women and a global role model. But really, she doesn't have any respect for the elderly or a woman in power. And we saw the way that she treated Her Majesty. She always referred to the Queen as Harry's grandmother. She could never give her the respect and call her the Queen. She always had to diminish her and make her out to be like she was some feeble old lady who didn't know any better, and not the monarch that was ruling for over 70 years. She didn't give her any respect. And that's like, you're calling yourself a feminist, but you couldn't even show an ounce of respect to the queen. Like, yeah, right. I see a lot of people are talking about Eugenie's baby. And yeah, guys, Eugenie did have her baby. She posted it on Instagram. Apparently, the baby is named Ernest and was born on May 30th, but they decided to announce it today. I don't know. But yeah, congratulations to the royal family mole on having a healthy baby boy. Congratulations to her. But the one thing I did notice, and let me see if I can pull up. No, I can't here. But if you guys pull up Eugenie's Instagram, you all notice that August's hair looks a lot similar like Archie's hair. They look very, very, very similar. But that's another story for another day as well. I'm constantly going left here. Yes, welcome, baby Ernest. What a name, huh? I don't know, Ernest. Every time I think of Ernest, it reminds me of that comedian person who made a bunch of like Ernest comedy shows in the US, like Ernest Goes to blah 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 or whatever. Anyways, I'm getting totally left. Let me reel myself back in here because you guys know I like to keep these lives short and sweet, and I don't like them to go on forever. Here we go. Robin's Landing knows what I'm talking about. Ernest Goes to Camp. Yeah, that is hilarious. And that's what I think about. Okay, so where was I here? Because I put down some notes here so I don't forget what I was talking about. So I was talking about Meghan calling herself a feminist. So she had no respect for Harry's grandmother, and Harry's wife was nothing but, let me just say this, and this is completely my opinion, but Harry's wife is nothing but a deplorable, spoiled, classless individual, and she doesn't care about anyone but herself. We know that because we see how she treats her own family. And I always say the way a person treats their own family says a lot about them. And we see how she has ghosted everyone in her life. Um, as I said, the one person that I am the most disappointed here is Harry, and he doesn't get enough of the blame because this dim-witted, self-confessed user of illegal substances who calls himself the Queen's favorite grandson, you would think he would have been kinder to his grandmother, the Queen, in her final years. And without a doubt, how Harry treated her in her final years is what he will forever be remembered for, in my opinion, here, guys. I think that whatever Harry did before with Invictus or his charitable acts before he married Meghan and what he did to the Queen and the way that he treated her will overshadow his entire life's work. I mean, he was invited to go see her 3 days before she passed. They had a day off when they were in the UK and they didn't go see her. But yet they wanted to show up to her funeral and put on an act like they were so sad that she passed away after they made her final years so miserable. I mean, do you guys think the same? I would think so. Harry gets a hell of a lot of blame in the UK. We hate him more than her. Okay, I didn't know that, but I thought maybe people were still like, oh, but Harry lost his mother. Like, he's like, okay, a lot of people lost their mother or their parents, and they weren't in the position that Harry was. And I feel like media just needs to move on from that now and stop using that whole line that, well, Harry lost his mind. Well, guess what? That happened to Prince William as well. And look at how he turned out. He is just fine. He's thriving. He's doing well. And it's because he married a woman that wants the best for him as well. He married a woman that has his best interests, whereas Harry met a woman who was a gold digging hussy who only had her own interests at heart. That's it. That's just my opinion. I said that Meghan was the catalyst, and while Meghan may have been the catalyst, Harry is the jerk off who should have known better than to stab his own family in the back for, like I said, a two-bit hussy who later is going to destroy him worse than what she has done to her father, to her family, to the people in her life. Harry better be ready, because what she is going to do with him once she is done with him, he is going to have pain so unimaginable. He better be ready. He better be ready. That's all I'm saying. And speaking of destroying him, let me get into Harry's court case here, because I've been ranting on for about 16 minutes. And you guys know that I like to keep these at about 30 minutes because we all got things to do. We ain't got time to sit around here and listen to me blab off for an hour and a half. No, we got lives. Chop, chop, people. We got things to get to. I've got money to make and my little one's birthday to deal with. So let me get to this. Speaking of destroying him, Irene Britt, hello. Do you think she told him she was pregnant? I 100% believe that she did. I think, and I posted this on my Twitter account here. Let me see if I can pull it up actually. So I had posted a thing on my Twitter account which had the photo of Harry and Meghan in Jamaica. And I said the exact moment like she told him that she was pregnant. And I feel like it was that time when he was clutching the table. Let me see if I can pull up the tweet here, guys. Yoink. I'm kind of, why? I don't know if I'm kind of slow here. What's going on? Oh, wait, let me show you this while I'm here then. Here. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I've gone totally left here. But this was what I was talking about. Archie, August. Very similar hair, right? Very, very similar. Very similar. But okay, let me find this tweet here because I've been putting these here. Like, I effing did it with this look on her face. But here we go. This was the tweet here. But I'm pregnant. Yes, I think it was this exact moment that she pulled the whole I'm pregnant line, because then remember, Eugenie had to push back her wedding so that her and Harry could get married first. And there was the excuse that, oh, well, Harry is the more senior royal, so he should get married first. I never believed that at all for 1 second. But I believe that that was the moment that Meghan had told Harry that she was knocked up. And like I said, that's completely my opinion here. I feel like she would be the type to do that. And I feel like Harry is that dumb to actually fall for something like that. I absolutely believe it, 100%. Okay, so let me get back into Harry's court case here, because Harry, it's only the first day, and well, I feel like he's already getting his ass handed to him. Wait, can I say the word ass? I think I can. I think it should be okay. I'll just be careful. So, what has happened here is that this week, you guys, is going to be very, very eventful here. It's going to be very eventful. And the reason why I say that is because, well, stateside tomorrow in a federal courtroom in Washington, D.C., the Heritage Foundation will be making a bid to the federal courts to unseal Harry's immigration records. And basically, they want to see, and they want the public to see, if Harry lied about his use of illegal substances, and if he was giving preferential treatment. And look, I've heard a lot of folks state that Harry's private information is his private information, and we shouldn't be privy to what's in it and what he has written in his application. But you guys, Harry opened the door for that when he opened his mouth and decided to have a big case of verbal diarrhea and throw up his entire records of what kind of drugs he's done, doing drugs in Tyler Perry's home stateside. I mean, we didn't tell him to tell us this. He did it himself. And the fact that he opened the door has allowed people to go looking for this. And I think if he didn't open his mouth, I would say, well, people shouldn't go digging for it if he didn't disclose that information. I feel like the fact that he disclosed that information opened the door, and now the public has to know, because there are lots of people who have been turned away or have been denied visa applications, who have been denied growing their business in America and living that so-called American dream because of what they confessed on their applications. And everyone should be held to the same standards. And you guys, I think I saw Paula here in the chat. Say hi to Paula. Thanks for dropping in, Paula. I totally appreciate you being here. So nice to have you here. Amazing. And you guys, hit the like button if you can. I mean, if you want. I'm not going to force you here. But where was I here? So not only will the Heritage Foundation be making a bid to unseal his immigration records to see if he lied about his past use of illegal substances, but also Harry is going to be cross-examined in his lawsuit against the Mirror Group, which he claims invaded his privacy when he was younger. And the thing is that this is quite rich coming from the guy that has told us about his Todger and has invited Netflix into his entire life to make a 6-hour moan fest, and he trashed his entire family in his book. I mean, he's got a lot of nerve complaining about his privacy being invaded when he's been doing nothing but invading everyone else's privacy since the day Meghan Markle slipped and fell on his wiener. I mean, I don't know what this girl did to him, but he hasn't been able to keep his mouth shut since the day he's met her, basically. At the end of the day, him complaining about his privacy being invaded when he is doing the exact same to those around him, he's an absolute moron. Like, how can you not see how much of a hypocrite you are being here? The only people here that are happy and that are laughing all the way to the bank are Harry's solicitors, who at the end of the day, win or lose, are going to get paid regardless. They are laughing all the way to the bank, especially David Sherborne. David Sherborne, his solicitor, his lawyer, solicitor, same thing, his counsel, same thing. That guy is just fattening up his pockets with Harry's money. And if I'm not even a lawyer and I can see that this case shouldn't have gone forward, should have never been allowed to proceed, I can see what Harry's lawyer is doing. But yet Harry can't see it because he's too much of a dimwit who believes his wife. Here we go. Paula says, imagine starting this huge and very public lawsuit, flying 5,000 miles and not showing up. I'm going to get into this because that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, his lawyer would have told him, you need to be there. But the fact that his lawyer just said, no, he doesn't need to, it's fine. Like, his lawyer knows what he's doing. Definitely knows what he's doing. Harry is going to get tarred and feathered by MGN's solicitors. And then guess what? Then Meghan is going to dump him because he won't have any more money due to the mountain of legal bills that, well, he has to pay for now that he's decided to start this huge fight basically against them. And honesty and truth is asking the $1 million question here. Where is the loving, careful wife to support her wonderful prince? Yeah, seems like she'll drag him anywhere when she needs the clout because she needs a man when she's receiving a Woman of the Year award, right? To bring her just to bring her stock up and make herself seem more appealing. But then when Harry has things to do, she's always missing. I bet you her, Marcus, and Doria are frolicking somewhere, the three of them, on his dime in some multi-million-dollar place or wherever, paid by him and his family. Meghan and Marcus frolicking around the pool together while Harry is losing his mind and his millions fighting a useless lawsuit. Oh, dear, 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 dear. What a stupid, stupid man, really. Like, he wants to think that he's so smart. He wants to show the entire world that he is such a smart person. He claims that it was the media that made it seem like he was the idiot that he is. You guys, once Meghan leaves him, Harry's going to be left broke, friendless, familyless, clueless, and let me just say, he would probably still beg her to take him back. Like I said, the only two that have benefited from taking advantage of this dumbass prince are Doria and Meg. Look at it this way. Meghan's mom allegedly filed for bankruptcy before and is a pot smoking convict, allegedly. And her daughter tried to take the IRS to court over an $800 tax bill. Now they are living in mansions and area codes that they could have only dreamed of. All thanks to the ginger dimwit. What an idiot, seriously. Like, what a complete moron. RSL says, I have no sympathy for them. Yeah, I don't have any sympathy at all. He was warned. He was warned by many people to not. What did Prince Philip say? Allegedly, he said, one dates actresses, they don't marry actresses. So here's an update, guys, to the Ginger Dimwit's court case, since I'm sure many of you have heard by now that the Ginger Dimwit, who was supposed to be in court today, decided that since he's an overprivileged brat who can tell the court how to run their time, he decided not to show up and has caused a huge major headache for his legal team, who had to explain that the dimwit chose to stay behind for Invisibeth, Lilibet's birthday. Harry's lawyer, David Sherborne, told the courts that Harry would be giving evidence on Tuesday due to his daughter's birthday and him being in a special category due to his security arrangements and travel. The guy that he seriously can't decide which lane he wants to be in. One minute he wants to be a normal citizen who deserves privacy like everyone else while invading everyone's privacy, but then also he doesn't want to show up to court on time and thinks that he gets to be in a special category. Now, let me tell you, since I have been to court before fighting against people that have owed me money and stuff, but if a judge tells you you need to be in court at a certain time, you better be in court at a certain time. It's not up to you to decide when you want to be in court. And I know a lot of sugars and people who come in and watch on the replay will state in the comments. And you guys, to those that are watching it on the replay, hello and welcome and thank you for watching. But what many people have said, and I've seen this on Twitter, is that they're stating that, oh, well, Harry didn't have to be in court today. It was unnecessary. But they don't tell you that the judge said that he was supposed to be there, that if they finished opening statements earlier and if there was time, then that they could get into their first witness being Harry and him not being there. Had it been anyone else, either they would get penalized by the court or their entire case would have gotten thrown out. And that depends on the type of judge you have. You could have a nice judge who could be understanding, or you could have had a complete jerk off of a judge who said, you know what, you're not here. This is your court case. You knew you were supposed to be here. That's it. You're done. You've lost your case. Pay the other side for their dues. Pay what you owe them. Pay their lawyers' fees. That's it. Court over. That's usually what would happen. But I guess since Harry's a prince and he's paying his lawyer a whole bunch of money, then he gets a little bit of special preferential treatment while claiming that he wants to be normal like everyone else. You guys, we have 1,030 of you watching here. Hello. Hit the like button if you want to. If you can, that would be great. It would help circulate my video out into the YouTube's algorithms. So clearly, we know here that the ginger brat has no idea how court works. And I guess his lawyers didn't bother telling him because they are all too busy laughing away to the bank. Okay. So Andrew Green, who is representing MGN, is pissed. And I understand because he said that he needs at least a day and a half to fully cross-examine Harry on all the aspects of his claim. And the Honorable Judge Fancourt, who is presiding over the case, sorry, sometimes my other languages sneak up on me, basically expressed his frustrations also that the dimwit Duke wouldn't be giving evidence today, despite it had been planned for Harry to give evidence should there have been time available. And this is what I don't understand here, guys. This is what I don't understand at all, because Harry made such a show to show up to court on the days that he was not required to be there. Remember the 3 days that he wasn't supposed to be there? He decided to show up and just do a big song and dance about getting in and walks into a photographer at the same time. Remember that? He showed up on days that he wasn't required to be there, yet on opening day when he is supposed to be there, he's a no-show? What a moron. As I said, I believe that his lawyers are completely screwing him over and that this case should have never been brought forward at all. This case Harry should have never even filed this case, in my opinion. It's such a vanity case, in my opinion. It is such a case for himself, just to boost his ego and to make himself feel special. I can believe why his lawyers didn't tell him. They'd be making tons of money off of him. But he clearly isn't starting on the right foot, and pissing off the courts and the judge is a definite no-no. I don't understand what the deal is with these two idiots from Montecito and using their children's birthdays as a tactic to get their way. The dimwit claims that he wants to be like everyone else and deserves the right to privacy and everything, but yet he thinks that he deserves to show up when he wants to show up. And that is why I decided to use this profile photo of him sitting outside the court steps after he was pelted with tomatoes. I think it's highly fitting for today's live. I don't know. I thought that the body language guy had made this image, but it wasn't. And I don't know who made this. So credit goes out to them. But I feel it's quite fitting for today's live show. So the judge was surprised that Harry wasn't in attendance today, also. And the thing is that Harry is playing a dangerous game of not showing up. Hi, Royal Daily Tea. Thank you, my dear. Royal Daily Tea says this is not a good look and proves he has a weak case. Definitely. You guys say hi to Michelle for me here. Hello, and thank you for joining, my lovely. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And like Royal Daily Tea said, it shows that Harry has a weak case. And I agree. And it just shows that these lawyers used and are using Harry, in my opinion, just for his money. That's exactly it. That's it. Linda says that he is just so arrogant. And the only way that Meghan needs Harry is because it's him that has the titles and they want to see Prince Harry. Exactly. That's why she always drags him always to her events, but will never show up to his events because she is not the main attraction. She is not the one who all the attention will be on. She's not interested. If she's not the headliner, she doesn't care. Now that's a feminist, right? So let me quickly wrap this up because I'm going over my time limit here, and I still got a couple more pointers that I want to make with you guys here. Now, I want to know, to those that are joining in a bit later or are watching on the replay, you guys, I want to know, how do you think this week will shape up for the drug-addled ginger brat? You guys, I want to know as well, what do you think? I mean, considering he has to deal with the Heritage Foundation making their appeal to the federal courts tomorrow, and then we've got Harry testifying tomorrow, which I believe he will get his ass not only handed to him, but the entire floor will be swept by him. I mean, Andrew Green will be basically cleaning the courtroom floor with Harry. That kid better wear some diapers tomorrow because he will definitely shit himself, is what I think. If you have never been cross-examined, it's nerve-wracking. And considering this guy doesn't know how to control his emotions, his feelings, anything, I think he's going to drop a couple turds in his pants and he's going to need some diapers. So definitely, Harry, if you are listening to this, I know you can afford it. Buy some extra absorbent Depends. And well, good luck tomorrow. Take some Xanax or some Ativan to calm you down, and good luck. Because I know you will definitely be going brown tomorrow in those knickers. Now, as I mentioned, guys, this is a vanity case for the dimwit. And KT Rainbow, thank you for the super sticker, my dear. It's truly appreciated. And as I mentioned, this is a vanity case for the dimwit, and his lawyer is fully aware of this. And Andrew Green, as I mentioned earlier, who is counsel for MGN, had told the courts, and these are all tweets that I am following by Victoria Ward. She was live tweeting here, and let me just pull it up for you guys so you can see. Anything that I didn't pull up, guys, I will put in the description box below for you guys to check it out. So Victoria Ward here says that the court, that he told the court that there is no evidence of Harry's phone being hacked even once by MGN journalists. He said that no one who had admitted or witnessed the hacking said they targeted the Duke, and that the police had never told him they were the victims of hacking. And get this, there's even more. So she also mentioned that because Harry has been bringing in other people's cases, like Diana's case and whatnot, um, there was proof. So Mr. Green also told the court that the Harry's claim that MGN journalist hacked a phone belonging to Diana, Princess of Wales, was total speculation without any evidential basis whatsoever. So this tells me that Harry is completely fucked, right up the anal glands. Okay. He is getting reamed right up the orifice and he doesn't even know it. He is walking into a lion's den, basing his entire court case on his feelings, thoughts, and what he thinks. And no, I don't feel bad for Harry because his lawyers are taking him to the cleaners. And what he is going to do is he is going to be spilling on everyone else's privacy, including his ex, Chelsea Davy, and bringing information to light that they will never want brought to light. And I don't know what to say. He's going to look like a complete moron tomorrow. I'm completely flabbergasted that this is even going ahead. Like I said, guys, Harry is a complete moron, and the only person who is winning here is his lawyer. And well, his lawyer and his bank account. And Mystified is right. And his wife is encouraging every bit of this. Yeah, Harry had none of these issues until Meghan came into the picture. Like I said, she's the catalyst for pushing his buttons and getting him to file this useless lawsuit. I'm going to keep my eye on this, guys, because this is crazy. Like, I cannot believe that Harry's going ahead with this. I hope he wears his diapers tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to make a video about it or do a live tomorrow. When I find out everything, I'm going to decide later. But you guys know that all the other Megxit channels, or the channels that cover Megxit, will be covering this court case. You guys know that Paula M will be covering it. Royal Daily Tea will be covering it. According to Taz, the Royal Grift, Sue Smith, Sue Me, and there's so many more. Royally Blonde. There are so many accounts and channels that, let me just say, unlike some other creators who like to steal some people's information and doesn't like other creators named in their comments, you guys, if you have other YouTube creators who are talking about Harry and Meghan and I don't know about, please share it in the comments section below so that other people can discover them. Black Belt Barrister is another one of my favorite that I've been watching. And well, he's easy on the eyes too, not so bad looking. Anytime, my lovely, anytime. So I think, yeah, all of us will probably be covering some aspect of this court case. So you guys tune in. Yeah, Royal Rogue, Ibble Dibble. There is so many. Oh, there's Lost Beyond Pluto. There is so many to even name. Bookworm 2. I could just keep going on and on and on and on and on. There is Popcorn Planet as well. And the thing is, I love Andy. I love Andy and his show. But the thing with Andy is that I feel like he doesn't know the entire Megxit history and everything. And sometimes his opinions can be kind of like, I'm like, oh, Andy, if you only knew the entire backstory to it, you would think differently. Yes, guys, name them all. Name everyone. Leilani is amazing. I love Leilani. There's Vintage View. I love you guys sharing other YouTube creators in my comments section. I have no problems. It's how I come across other ones. And I absolutely love it. Leilani, Kelt, yeah. Steph tries to tell Andy. I know, I see that too. It's funny. You guys, totally amazing. But you guys, I better get out of here and I better run. I still have some planning to do for my little one's birthday. And you guys know this is going to be an absolute shit show tomorrow. I cannot wait to watch it. I cannot wait to see Harry get his ass handed to him. He's probably somewhere in a hotel room drinking and medicating himself and having sweats. Like I said, Harry, if you want to succeed tomorrow, just wear a pair of extra absorbent Depends and just take it on head first. But you guys, I want to know in the comments, how do you think this is going to turn out for Harry? And as always, my lovelies, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the comments, for all the love. There's over 1,028 of you here, which is amazing. If you want to hit the like button on the way out, a lot of you are saying happy birthday to my little one. My little one is actually, he's got the same birthday as Prince Philip. So I don't know, I always cherish that. I always think I'm a little biased. I think my little one is a bit more special because he shares the same birthday as Prince Philip. But anyways, that's just what I think. But you guys, like I said, let me know how you think this is going to turn out for Harry. Is he going to completely brown himself tomorrow and shit his shorts? Is he going to leak through his Depends and barf all over the stand tomorrow? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. I will give you more updates as I can as this goes along. And as I said, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this channel and me. And thank you for all the love, my friends. I will catch you in the next one. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out, you guys. Take care. Bye.